Yeah, 12 points out of 12 then for Manchester United. Let's get some reaction in a moment. Their captain first, the manager, Michael Carrick.
People talk about enjoying it. I think there's enjoying doing things well, you know, and it's not an enjoyment where we're in a schoolyard or the playground and playing in the street. I think there's playing with a real purpose, but the expression and the enjoyment side of doing what you're good at. So I thought the boys got the balance right. You know, you can see that they're playing with confidence, and the expression side of the game is certainly there. And we need to keep that. There's things we can work on and keep improving. You know, we've been together 3-4 weeks, so we want to keep striving for more. But certainly to see them enjoying it and excitement and creating opportunities and shots and crosses, it's great. You know, the excitement part of the game and goal mouth action is what we love.
And you're clearly enjoying it.
Yeah, for sure. How can you not? You know, it's the ultimate role for me. You know, to be in this position, and feels good. Feels pretty normal. Feels like I've been here again a lot longer than I probably have, but it's credit to the staff and the players, you know. So it's going well at the moment. You know, we've had a really good start, but we're not getting carried away.
Bruno, first of all, can I ask you about your goal? Off the shin, but I reckon you meant it.
Yeah, because I think that if you go with your feet, the probability of the ball going very, very high is big because it's bouncing in front of you. So, yeah, some people will say that it was not meant it, but it was actually meant it because I knew the ball then would have gone straight into the floor, and obviously Vicario there has to move with the ball, so I just tried to go across him to make him not able to jump and get the ball there, and he almost got it.
A controlled finish, and you needed that goal to make sure, didn't you?
Yeah, we needed to close the game, obviously. We knew that we were very in control of the game, but you know that in any moment can change. They had very good players today up front that could make a big difference for them in any moment. So I think to close the game there, and then we still could have got 1 or 2 more goals, but obviously it's not easy when they play with the low block. They were very compact, they were very aggressive also, and they defended very well even with 10 men.
Yeah, so Michael Carrick has already achieved something Ruben Amorim failed to do, and that is 4 consecutive Premier League wins. And what he's done, our good friends, since going in there, nobody could have predicted this with that run of fixtures.
And it's not just the results, is it? I mean, the way they're playing. You know, that first game against Manchester City was incredible. I'd never seen Manchester United play that well for 10 years plus. And then they've continued it, go to Arsenal and win. And the 4 wins are not against lesser teams. I mean, Tottenham, Arsenal, Manchester City, Fulham. I mean, it's brilliant going. And all of a sudden, you're looking at them thinking, wow, I mean, there's no fluke about this. They're playing really, really well. They're on a roll. They're now into the Champions League places. I mean, it's just changed like that. It's quite incredible how one manager can be doing so badly and a couple of little tweaks, a couple of little changes, and all of a sudden it looks like it's the happiest club in the world at the moment.
It's incredible, really, isn't it? Just simple things, what he's done.
Yeah, and it is simple. He's asking players to play in positions they're more familiar with and be more comfortable in scenarios. And so we are surprised because the change was so drastic, but regarding of what he's asked the players to do, we shouldn't be surprised because he's asking good players to play in positions they are familiar with.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I would love Manchester United to struggle, you know,
said our neutral global pundit, Steve McManaman.
But I am thrilled to bits from Michael Carrick and Steve Hollands and Johnny Evans and Jonathan Woodgate. We know them all well. The English coaches will, of course, Johnny's Irish, of course, but you want them to do well. You want them to be given this opportunity. And when they got the opportunity, there was so much negativity around it that I wanted them to do well. I wanted them to prove people wrong. We sit and moan about, as I said, English coaches don't get the opportunity. English coaches never get this. They'll go and employ someone from Germany or Portugal like they have done. Well, an English coach who's been in the Championship, did well, had a little bit of bad luck at Middlesbrough, particularly when he had a couple of injuries to key players. Give him the tools. He can turn these results into really good performances and positive. So I'm absolutely thrilled to bits for him. Liam Rossini at Chelsea again, loads of negativity around it, but he's doing really well, and you want them to do well and keep on improving because it's good for the game. It really is.
We'll come to Liam in a moment. So Manchester United with these clear weeks, only playing 40 games or something all season. Will that really give Michael an opportunity to continue this momentum, even though typically he says we're not getting carried away? West Ham away next.
Yeah, West Ham away, and West Ham are in good form at the moment. Of course, they lost to Chelsea, but apart from that, I think they've won all 3 games. Yeah. Tough game going away in the Premier League, of course it is, but they've been away. They've been away to Arsenal. They can do it. And yeah, it's just incredible. I can't believe the turnaround, I must admit. But you're right, Steve. Nothing to concentrate on other than what's important. No, distractions with Europe or anything.
Not having to rotate.
No, exactly. And I think while it's like this, it just puts everyone in a good frame of mind. They can start almost planning ahead as well. And obviously, Michael Carrick's got till the end of the season, but make no bones about it. People behind the scenes will be starting to think now, oh, wow, should we be giving him on a permanent? Not now, of course, towards the end of the season, but I just think it's a much healthier, much easier place to be. And when you're they're not guaranteed the Champions League, of course not, but it's becoming that way. If they keep going on this run, all of a sudden they'll be able to plan with clarity what's going to happen next season. So, yeah, it's an incredible turnaround. And do you know what? If they keep doing what they're doing, I know some people think, no, Michael Carrick can't have this. Why not? They've tried every single thing. They've gone for proven winners. They've gone for an ex-player. They've gone for, the new big things in Portugal or wherever it might be. They've gone for the lot.
They've gone for everything, haven't they?
And all of a sudden, they get somebody that's absolutely gets the club, picking the right teams. Everybody's absolutely flying, they're buzzing. Imagine if they took him and said, right, do you know what, thanks but no thanks, we'll put someone else in and start going rubbish again.
Yeah.
You'd need your head looking at. I mean, of course he can be given this job full-time if he continues to do well.
I mean, they will drop points. They will lose games from now to the end of the season. But what he's achieved already and the way the players are playing and the way the players, you can see they've got a smile on their faces, like this weight has been lifted off the shoulders. They can express themselves on the pitch. As Jolien said, they can play in their natural positions. They're piling forward, they're making chances, exciting to watch. The Fulham game last week, Sesko scored in the win. It was brilliant. It was like the old days, wasn't it? And that's what they want. That's what the fans want. That's what Liverpool fans want. That's what Real Madrid and Barcelona fans want. That's the style of play. And the fact that he's brought it back, you should stick with him. And I hope he has the opportunity at the end of the year. I hope they don't panic because of sporting directors and technical directors and he's not the right frame. They should have a serious look about it at the end.
Interesting. Now, you raised Liam Rosenior. When he went in at Chelsea, obviously there was question marks, but they'd won once in 8 league games, and he's gone in, like Michael Carrick, and won his first 4 Premier League games, and they're suddenly in the Champions League spots.
Yeah, and again, what's refreshing about him and Mark Carrick is that they seem very personal to the players. I think they've grasped that it's not just about the coaching. Yes, players want detail and want to win, but they also have to feel like you actually care about them individually as well as a group, and Liam definitely seems and comes across like that. And I think we're doing them a disservice because they're not foreign. I think when no one questioned Mikel Arteta going into Arsenal, and he hadn't even managed. He'd only coached under Pep. So the fact that we have got English coaches that have done the groundwork and the foundations of being a manager and being responsible for a group of players, and these 2 are performing exceptionally well.
And also, Joel, being good man management. Yeah. Being a good man manager doesn't mean you're soft, doesn't mean you let them get away with murder. Being a good man manager is getting the best out of every individual player and sometimes putting your arm around certain people and saying, look, we need to do this, or asking about family, stupid things. And other times being a little bit more strict with players. But we know that players and the managers in the past for Chelsea and Manchester United have been so cold from the players and don't speak to the players. So there has to be a happy medium. And I'm with Jolien. I think the Chelsea job is a harder job because of their structure that they have. But there's nothing wrong with the way he's gone about the business, has it? Because he's won and won and won. And the players, after they have won, have come out and said really nice things about the manager, which is unusual, for the manager who's been in the job for 6 weeks.
Yeah. And to your point about United, Chelsea have tried everything, haven't they, in that sense? So why not give the young English coach an opportunity, as they have?
You'd be beating a drum. I think a lot of young English coaches feel quite aggrieved over the years. You look at what's happened at Manchester United. The rope that Amorim was given as well. It started off really poor and it continued to be really poor. And myself included, but everybody wants to see somebody do well. And you listen to them talk and you think, yeah, I buy into that. OK, let's see how it goes. And you give them a bit more rope. If Michael Carrick lost his first 2 games, it's like, right, that's the interim. He's going to be...
He's gone.
It's like... There's a short term, there's a critical thing that sort of... I don't know, surrounds English coaches, surrounds young English coaches, and they've probably not got that mystique when they come from, a foreign country, and everybody's like, oh, wow, got the accent, and what's this going to be like? And I think that, I don't know, I just think over time, we've enjoyed that, and I think maybe, just maybe, we've got some really good English coaches.
We've always had
right
excuses. We haven't got enough experience in the Premier League. And then if they've got experience in the Premier League, they haven't got enough experience in the Champions League. So there's always something to put another barrier in front of the English coaches instead of saying, you know what, there you go, here's the opportunity. You've learned your trade at the lower leagues, and there shouldn't be a barrier to stop you, because some of that lower league football is just as good and actually just as hard, if not harder, because of the finances and the restrictions, than it is in managing a Premier League team.
OK, they are in good shape.